Good morning, Leo friends. Thank you for joining me. It's Tarot, my love. I'm David. Gonna do your heart spread. This is my flagship reading. Means a lot to me. So um, this is for whoever's on your mind. Doesn't matter if you're with them. Doesn't matter if they're alive or dead. I shuffled pretty good before we started here after I finished the quickies, but put a little energy on it. So we're going to look at you, the dynamics between you and your person. I kind of think of that as synastry as an astrologer. And then we're going to look at some advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole, that's more like the composite energy in a chart, which shows the two of you when you're actually together. Let's see here what we got for our Leo friends. Leo, what's going on in Leo? You've got Uranus possibly opposing. Boy, that's tough. Uranus opposing the sun, you know. You don't always get that in life. It takes, 84 years, roughly, give or take. So depending on where Uranus is in your chart, it may never hit your sun. So that's a big one, guys. Let's see what we got. Name of light and love. So serves the greatest good. Spirit, can you help us here today with our relationship, whatever is needed, our Leo friends, with this relationship, this person on their mind. Give us some help. Give us some guidance. I just don't want a story, Spirit. I want some help. Thank you. High Priestess, this is you. How you show up in and around relationships. Very good energy. Um, Intuition, divine feminine energy, receptive energy, very important. The only possible downside here is someone might be too receptive, too open. When you're in this energy, you're really using your intuition. So you have to be like super careful if you know, this can be the energy of like you're sort of not really thinking it through. You're feeling your way through it. So that's okay. I do that. But when we do that, it's like you got to really pay attention to what you're feeling because the littlest kind of nuance could be so important. You know, it's almost like going blind into a relationship, also with a lot of faith. So now your person, Five of Swords. I don't see this energy here, one and two, as necessarily being about the relationship, the person you're thinking of. So your person, not to do with you, I don't think. Now, when you have a Five of Swords energy, you could drag that into the relationship. That's totally possible. We'll see here how they are once they're in the relationship and how you are. But they're in the bad energy coming in a relationship with. They're in the energy of fighting, and Five of Swords I see is pretty tough fighting. It's not the Five of Wands. You're bickering and arguing, about some nonsense. Sometimes it's laughable with married. You see the cop shows, the old partners that are together. They do this all the time. Five of Wands. No, this is vicious. So a bad divorce, a bad breakup, bad feelings, and it's really hard not to bring that into a relationship. Now, this is you. Um, Page of Pentacles. Now, this is you once you're in the relationship. How are you feeling once you're in the relationship? So you're in, and you're looking at your partner, um, who's the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Um, Not bad. To go from the Five of Swords to the Three of Pentacles, it shows in this relationship that both of you feel grounded, feel like you're in control. Um, you're both feeling good about the relationship. Boy, it feels new. But you're coming in with a really solid feeling. Your intuition's telling you this is solid. There's something here for me. And then this is great because the High Priestess, when you get the Page of Pentacles, it's like confirming your intuition, like your intuition was telling you. So with the Page of Pentacles, now that you're in the relationship, it's a pinnacle, it's solid. Something is going on that's making you feel like, yes, this is a solid relationship here, and they feel good about it. They're willing to do work. It's like I said this the other day. What's that damn movie? You make me want to be a better man. So they're in the relationship, and I just can't say enough how solid this is. I mean, they're really, because Five of Swords sucks. But I mean, now that they're in the relationship, this is you giving them a sense that they can. This is a sense like they can dig themselves out now. They can move away from this bad shit from the past. And again, in a practical way, you're giving them really good, solid feelings. You know, they're kind of responding to you. Now, as advice from the universe for you specifically, Leo, in this relationship, the Justice card. Let me look at their advice. This is also advice and from the universe for them now, the Devil card. I don't think I'm going to take that as Capricorn here. No, I won't take this as Libra here either. This is your advice. Both is major arcana. So both of you are feeling like there's something really here, kind of new. You might be a little tentative. You're very sincere. I love the Three of Pentacles. I see that as being very sincere. They are very sincerely interested in collaborating with you. They're very sincerely grateful that the way you make them feel in the relationship. They're probably really grateful to be the fuck out of this Five of Swords energy, because that would just suck. Okay? But now the universe, this is pretty serious. It's almost like it could, the most literal thing could be um, in terms of like you need to clear the way for a relationship, for marriage, um, probably. So maybe someone has to detach, either a divorce or has to end a relationship. Um, Maybe your person is still involved with their ex and it's heated and there's children or something, energy there. But for your person, this is not sexual. Um, it's addictions that they're trying to work through that I think has to do with their past person. They have a hold over them of some kind. And it may be a marriage. Like maybe that's what it is. They're married. Maybe they say to them, well, we're married, we're children. And so they sort of have to dance when they do this. And that's keeping them in this very toxic relationship. This is a toxicity, and I don't think it's about you, other than it'd be natural to have some concern, like I don't want to do this again. But I don't feel that they seem to feel you're solid, and maybe they're saying to you, I get it, my ex is crazy and you're not, something like that. Um, and I get with the justice too that you might be willing to wait. You wait for this too. And also, I think what this is telling you, Leo, this is important with the Justice card. Um, it's telling you that you want to make sure you get what you deserve. Like, they need to resolve this stuff, this devil energy and stuff, because you don't want to marry that. You don't want to marry yourself to that. You want to marry yourself to them being a Three of Pentacles, matching your Ace of Pentacles. So it's new. It's going to take some time anyway. So you want to be sure that it's fair and balanced for you, meaning that over time here, they fully detach from this very toxic situation and energy they're in that is going to keep them from having a marriage and stuff, and could literally just be a divorce. Now, wow. So thank you, Spirit. I just want to cry. It's been so rough with the meetings. Uh, and 4-1. So the advice from Spirit is to build a happy family, because the 4-1s are action. This is the building of a happy family, stable relationship, and or marriage. Okay, um, so it's an activity, and so the universe is telling you to do that. To take that action, and I think it's going to take some time. 4 months feels good to me here. Um, in terms of some kind of time frame, during which you're going to want to see them detach from this devil energy here that I think's got a hold of them, and it keeps bringing them back around to this. It's like when they deal with their ex, it's just a clusterfuck, let's say, you know. Like if you just heard them talking, like from their tone of voice, you would know it's like, oh, there's the X. You know, it's like as soon as they think of them, as soon as they light up the phone, they just probably your person just probably like goes a little bit to pieces, like you know, and that's that toxic stuff. It may just take some time to pull away from that. You know, it's hard. Two of Swords. What the hell with the Two of Swords? It's the outcome here, guys, of a heart spreads. Two of Swords is indecision here. And the universe is advising you to build a happy family and a solid relationship or marriage. And there may be children involved. That may be part of it. There's a process where you have to, you know, like the Brady Bunch, you know, come together. I don't know whether you have kids, but that's what the building of a relationship is. It's like, you know, how are we going to live? Where we have enough bedrooms? We need to get another place. Do we need to add on a bedroom? Do we need to move things around to accommodate so and so? And whether they're visiting or living with you, you know, you have to think about these things. And the Two of Swords, like just not knowing what to do. Got to speak to some in the future. Gonna have to clarify that out with the King of Swords. It says Leo. I don't know if your person's an air sign. Um, that would make sense. And they would be a mature person and have kids, be a mother, be a father. Um, maybe they have trouble with this. They have trouble with this toxic. I mean, they really, I just get the feeling like something's really got a hold over them. Now, the King of Swords could resolve this, I would say. So, with the Two of Swords, the King of Swords is going to come in and it's going to, if there's a something needs to be cut, he's the one to do it. More than any card, maybe. The King of Swords, you know, maybe the Knight of Swords, same difference. Um, but a King of Swords is good because it implies like they're maybe the father or it could be the mother, but they're in charge and they're really, uh, it's exactly what you would need to deal with the devil energy. Strong, decisive, boundaries, setting boundaries, being strong like that. Um, and you end up getting the world. I, it, I'm not just saying it's because you're reading, Leo, but so much of this is on your other person here. And they're gonna have to do this, but the outcome could be the world. And I think for them, they're gonna consider it leveling up. And you may too, because you really like this person. And by leveling up, you know, you're starting a new phase of life together, maybe as a couple here. But I think what they're gonna have to do is they're really gonna have to stand up for themselves and detach very strongly, like cut ties, very definitively cut ties with this toxic energy from the past. And the universe is begging them to do that. It's telling them. Maybe they don't realize how toxic it is. We need to use the word toxic. You know, you guys are cuddling, you know, look it up on your phone, you know. What does it mean to have a toxic energy in a relationship? Um, because all that stands between you and a period of 4 months and you guys have feeling like you have the world, and with the world as the outcome, it's kind of not going to be easy because that's what that King of Swords is going to have to do is something really hard, you know. It's almost like go to war. If you want to get the world, you're going to have to go to war and win, you know, kind of win this thing. Could be winning a divorce, even, and so whatever that means in terms of win to me in a divorce for this person would be whatever removes them from this toxic energy, which can be hard. I mean, God help you if there's children involved and your partner's toxic, and now you're like, what do you do? And it's like, I'm so glad I don't have kids. Oh my God. I mean, I don't have kids, but I totally understand how that could go. There's a lot of promise here, but your person really is going to have to man up here. Is going to have to, you know, hand up on the bat or hand up on the sword and take care of business to make this happen, you know. But remember, your job is to build this solid foundation, this solid marriage, solid relationship, long term relationship over the next few months. So your part in it may just being that page of pentacles, being sincere, being there for them. That's you, the page of pentacles, saying to them, go do what you need to do, and I'm here for you. I love you, and I'm here for you. And I know you got to take care of this, and I'll be here in 4 months. And meantime, I'll be, rearranging things and getting the house ready to receive us as a couple in our new life. So yeah, I think you got pretty positive reading here, Leo. It's not without struggles, but isn't it always? Not always. You come together just like in a made-for-TV movie. Thank you, guys. Give me a like. I appreciate it, just to show that it does resonate. You like what I do. It's easy. It's good karma. I do appreciate everyone subscribing. Want to get to 1,000 so we can go live with this, and it could be a lot more fun. But thank you guys for joining me on the beach for your second half of March. May, I mean. I want to go backwards. Second half of May, heart spread, guys. Have a good one.